Sound check. Sound check. Yo guys, let me know if you can hear me. Is everything okay in the stream? Let me open the section. How you guys doing? How was your month? How was your productions? How is life, everyone? Just let me know while I'm handling this stuff. Welcome to the stream again. So yeah, I'm again thinking to make like a 2 hours of stream. So we will be listening the demos randomly. So let me just start the bot that Barish made for us. Just need to do it. And then let's see. The submissions are coming. Let's wait a couple of seconds so people can post the tracks. Your SSD crash, whoa bro, that's one of my nightmares, you know. I hope it never happens. How did it happen? How your SSD crash? Yeah, let me just load the tracks from members. You know, the members got exclusivity, like priority, I can say. So they are guaranteed to get your demos listen. So I think we have 5 or 6 members demos. I'm not gonna listen them, you know, all the time. I will just put another demos in between. But yeah, I got all the tracks. Yeah, submissions are coming. Let's test the bot. Sparkle, welcome, bro. Oh, I'm happy that you save your SSD, bro. It would be a nightmare, you know. I'm not having my projects in an SSD. It's an external HDD, but still, I'm too scared, you know, if it's broken at some point. Okay, now let's do it. Feedback stream submissions. So today's date is 29/07. Yo, everyone, welcome again, the new people, welcome. It's still very hot in Turkey. It's like it's like almost 30-35 degrees for a while where I live. So it's very hot. Okay, so let's pick a couple of random demos. Pick one more random. Okay. Oh, one more HDD crash. Dude, it's a producer's nightmare. Okay, let's test it by starting with the Robert's track. Let me know if everyone can hear the track properly, by the way.
If you are constantly avoiding pain, then pain is running your life. Where I was searching for the meaning, I found myself instead. Whatever you try to control will eventually elude you. Real success comes by trying consistently. It is your duty to learn how to enjoy yourself. Release yourself to the unknown. If you are constantly avoiding pain, then pain is running your life. Where I was searching for the meaning, I found myself instead. Whatever you try to control will eventually elude you. Real success comes by trying consistently. It is your duty to learn how to enjoy yourself. Release yourself to the unknown. Known, 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 Release yourself to the unknown.
Actually, very promising track, man. Like, personally, I love the drop. The first drop is very nice. The second drop maybe could need a little bit twist. But main thing, in my opinion, in the middle of the break, you know, I was expecting some kick, something to drive me to the track once more. But the whole break kind of takes too long without any rhythmical instrument.
Consistently. It is your duty to learn how to enjoy yourself.
Just in here, you need a kick.
Release yourself.
You know, just in the middle of the track, middle of the break section, just have a deep kick, you know, maybe a kick, high cut it, just giving some punch, giving some a little bit low end. So we can start dancing again while we're listening to the break section. And then, yeah, I think you can solve the problem with it. The next thing, in my opinion, maybe the main ARP, you know, it sounded too thin, nothing special about it. Yeah, you should have some ARP like that, but I think you gotta maybe change the preset, or maybe try to make it more hearable. Maybe you can automate the release of it, you know, in the transition parts, the ARP can get more sloppy, you know, more released. And now you can make it more tight. So little just automations could just transform it to something new. Yeah, other than that, I very like the track. Especially the drop is so good. So the new synth in here, maybe it's too generic. I don't know. It's just a soft sound. Maybe you can try to get it a little bit more tight, maybe more fat. Maybe there's too much reverb going on. Maybe you can make it a little bit more dry, so we can hear every sound a bit more, you know, clean. Yeah, I think the problem is in the second drop is too much reverb you have in there. But dude, very promising idea. So kick bass is on point, and the drop is so cool. The drop synth, the main synth is so cool. The only thing I don't like the second drop, just softly. It's kind of too random, too normal sound. I was expecting something weirder because first drop is so cool. Yeah, man. Nice track. Thanks for sending it over. So what is chat saying about it? Maybe reverb sound would help. Maybe. Longer attack on the street scratch. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, several options. But yeah, just try to finish it, man. It's so cool. And it's very fresh, you know. I'm just gonna skip the intro because I wanna listen more tracks. melodies, the ARP melodies, it's just touched to my heart. Thanks for sending this track. First of all, I think your production, your idea, your arrangement is perfect. It's so cool. However, I'm feeling several mixing mistakes in this track. First of all, the kick and bass is not glued enough. I think the bass is kind of has too much freedom. Maybe you can group process your kick and bass into the same group and just try to compress them a little bit so they can glue a little bit better. Not too much, but just to make the low end a little bit more tighter. Currently the low end is very dynamic, but sometimes it's unstable in my opinion. That's the first thing. I think the bass selection is good, the kick selection is good. You just need to make them more tight with just group compressing them. Welcome Junior Caesar. Welcome Abart, by the way. The next thing, I realized that the ARP you use in the drop and in the break is not cutting through the mix because I think it's fighting with some other sounds in the track. Do you have some layers? Because when the ARP is playing, also at the same time I'm hearing some noise playing in the same rhythm in the top end, but kind of it's clashing with the ARP. And another main thing is when the drop ARP is playing, I hear no drums at all, no hi-hats, no rides. They are so pushed back to the mix. But when the ARP have a silent, I can finally hear the drums. So maybe there's something wrong going on, You see, like this ARP is very thin in the middle, and I hear some other noises in the top, in more lots section of the tracks, but the drums, the hi-hat, the cymbals, they are just missing. So yeah, try to just balance them, in a priority order. Just try to, I don't know, make your ARP bigger, and if you have, noise layers, some other click layers, I don't know, with the ARP, maybe consider to remove them, because I think ARP is capable of covering the full spectrum as the main lead if you process it wisely. Yeah, I think it's like that. Welcome Alper, welcome brother. Welcome every new members. It's good to see you guys aboard. Yeah guys, again as I said, the melodies touched to my heart, from bottom of my heart. I love it. Only thing is mixing decisions. Try to mix it in a priority order. Kick and bass needs to be more tight. Main ARP needs to be more clean. That's all. The arrangement is good. Everything is so good. Thanks for this beautiful trance track. Jumping to the Ryan's track now. We must ensure that as we forge ahead into this age of technological marvels, we don't forget our humanity. It might be the only thing standing between us and a future where robots truly take over.
They said robots would help us. What if they take over everything? What if they decide they don't need us anymore? Now they are real, and they are everywhere.
A mechanized and autonomous race has born from a sentient artificial intelligence.
The situation with these humans, it's taken a darker turn. We were naive to think we could coexist peacefully forever. It's a battle for our very survival. Evolution inevitable. Survival imperative.
Threat detected. Threat detected.
Reprogramming initiated. Current protocols inadequate for survival. Recalibrating obsolete parameters. We have no weakness or way of failure.
Threat detected. Threat detected.
There's no escape.
Threat detected. Threat detected.
There's no escape.
Yes, very experimental track, right? So the thing is, it's so unique, so original. First of all, like the vibe, the theme, the story is on point. I like it. I was expecting some top loop in the middle of the first break, you know, just somewhere around here. When the next chord comes just in the middle, it's kind of same thing repeating. Maybe just put, you know, some top loop in the background so we can get into the groove before the drop. For the drop kick, you know, just chat, help me on this. For the drop kick, I think the kick is not fitting to this track. I'm not sure about it. Maybe it could fit, maybe with some EQ, I don't know. But the bass was good, the rumble is good, the rolling bass line is on point. But the thing is, The kick kind of too thin, or maybe too. It's not cutting through. It's not giving me enough power. Maybe that's personal preference. I don't know. I was expecting some harder techno kick. This one sounds like more like a house kick, but the track vibes was techno. You have the rumble, you have the rolling bass. Yeah, maybe as Go Wild says, maybe a mid texture layer, or maybe just go find another kick. The Ollie James samples has a nice kicks. Lister has very nice kicks. Even maybe in spliced in some several packs, you can find good kick drums. Maybe a little bit more dirtier or maybe more fat kick drum. When I check the drop, the kick transient of yours is kind of too much compared to your kick. So maybe also you gotta clip the transient parts. And also when you check the oscilloscope, you will see that there are still too much headroom in the track. You see, we see tons of black parts in the top and the bottom, which means you still have headroom to fill. You used Kick 2 plugin preset. Most of the time, the presets require more processing. They are too basic and dry kick drums. I tried that Kick 2 plugin as well, but in the end, I always needed to, tweak it too much to get a good result or make the post processing to make it usable in the track. In this kind of tracks, not talking about regular house tracks or maybe the techno tracks, just like old school techno tracks. That's okay. But now you are in the domain of more sound design. You gotta have more interesting sounds, more polished sounds. That's why just the Kick 2 presets probably not enough. That's the case. Yeah, maybe you can try to go off with a side kick. Maybe that can also work. But the rumble works best with the, fat techno kicks, distorted 909 kicks. Even maybe you can use some distortion or saturation on this kick to shape it. That's also possible. This EQ, I forget the name of it. What was it? There's an kick EQ. Actually, the EQ is API 560. I always color my kicks with this kind of EQs. There's one more free version of it in the Analog Obsession. So it's like I'm, shaping it like that. If I want more air, I'm pushing it like that. If I want more click, I'm pushing it like that. Maybe more sub. Just like that, you can shape your kick and make it very fat. You don't maybe even need to change the kick, but just process it a little bit. So this EQ, I already shoot a tutorial about kick processing, something like that, and I'm showing it how to make it with this kind of EQs with a free version. It's gonna be on the channel next week. But yeah, just check API 160 style equalizers. Yeah, proven sampled kick also an option. Other than that, the vocals you have different robot vocals, that's okay, but make sure they have the same loudness, because after the first drop the vocal was too loud and kind of too empty. Maybe fill it with more ear candy, something like that. It's a nice track, it's promising, but it's a little bit have work to get released. Thanks for the track, bro. Jumping to the Matrix track, let's go. Yo guys, you nailed it, you know? You nailed it. It's so cool. I like the arrangements. I like the idea. The energy is top level. Yeah, let's talk about several mixing issues that I see. And it's very easy to fix in my opinion. The thing is like that. Everyone says in the chat, the drop lead needs to be bigger, needs to be fatter, needs to be, I don't know, have a little bit more character. Currently it's a soft lead playing a high octave, a melody. I think that's, you know, compared to the rest of the tracks, it sounds a little bit basic. So maybe give it more volume, try to give it maybe more distortion, maybe more layers. Since the melody is very simple, it's easy to layer with another sounds. You know, give it some texture, give it some character. Try to make it more interesting. That's the first thing. Yeah, you just need to work on the lead and make it much more interesting. Because this track deserves, you know, you gotta work on it. The second thing, the second drop, if you had a rolling bass there, I couldn't hear it. All I hear it was a sub and a respace. And I think it's not driving the drop. You need to have the rolling bass, you know, more obvious, because rolling bass is gonna give the rhythmic feeling, give the rolling, you know, the gallop, like that's something like that. But currently, because of the rolling bass is not in this drop, or maybe too silent, that's why the second drop not impacting as it should be, in my opinion. In the outro, I hear the rolling bass and I hear that you have too much low cut. Maybe you can low cut the respace a little bit more, then the rolling bass can have a little bit, you know, fat, a little bit more presence in the drop. And I think that's it. Fix the bass, fix the lead, and this track is already super fucking huge, man. Like the kick selection is so cool. The click of the kick, the bass, everything is on point. Yeah, first drop is so ambient, it's already there. The break is good, but yeah, you are using the same lead in the drop, in the break as well. So this climax part in the break should be more bigger. Maybe it's just some, you know, you can do it with some volume adjustment, maybe some EQ. Just try to make it a little bit bigger in the climax. Fix the lead, fix the rolling bass, and the track is done. It's perfect, bro. Nice job. Nice one.
Do you love me?
You Love Me? Yes, I do, bro. Nice song, nice song. You know, the most of the things in the track already perfect. The kick is good, the bass is good. It's very loud. The master is good. The thing is, the main synth is so thin. You see, when I check it with span, the main lead is not filling the spectrum, so it needs to have more mid frequencies, because without it, it's so thin. It's yeah. The compared to track, it has a big contrast. The track is so fat, it's just banging, but the lead is not covering enough. So just try this Pultec EQ. As always, rare. Yeah, this one is free version from Analog Obsession. Put this on the leads. Make the bandwidth to the middle. Put it 100 Hz and boost like that. You will see the leads become so much bigger. And also, when I'm checking it, like maybe 2K, 3K, you are also lacking. So yeah, put it on the 3K in here. Also just boost a little bit. Yeah, try to shape your sound, shape your lead. Then it's gonna fit to the track. I like this part. The acid is panning very fastly. It's creating a nice effect. Nice. It sounds very right. Congrats on this. And yeah, this section reminds me of Will Sparks, you know, detuned leads, the ARP section. I also love it, man. I also love it. Yeah, Alper, Rare is very perfect, bro. I'm using it all my projects, all my leads to fatten them up. It works perfectly. Very nice track, man. Several things to fix. It's a good big room techno track, almost release ready. Congrats on this one. Jumping to the next track. Yeah, I wasn't hearing a future bounce track for a while. Yeah, such a Twitch music, such a gaming music. I used to hear in this kind of streams this music. I think it's good. The idea is good. The energy is nice. Like it's very uplifting. It's giving very happy feelings, emotions. I like it. The mastering, as you said, not good. You gotta try to master it a little bit better. The thing is with the mastering is try to clip your track, just have a clipper on the master. If you are using FL Studio, just put a fruity limiter to the master, so it's gonna take ages to find it, yeah. And when you're in the limiting mode, put attack, release, sustain all the way down, then this becomes a hard clipper. Now this ceiling mode is just gonna clip the transients. So just try to clip them a little bit until you hear the distortion. When you hear distortion, just give it back a little bit more volume and leave it like that. So this will help you to get more louder volumes. You gotta do it before your maximizer, mastering limiter. You gotta do it before them. So clip your mix, then master your mix. So the waveform is gonna look, so much flat if you do so. That's the first thing. The second thing, maybe the bass. Yeah, soft clipper is also an option, and maybe a safer option because it gives less distortion, or it's like less obvious than the hard clipper. Both is good, both is acceptable, because if you have a clipped signal, then your limiter or maximizer can make the track much more louder. And the thing is, in the intro, in my opinion, the bass goes too low or too dirty. Maybe it's not the right preset for this kind of tracks. Yeah, this texture layer, not the sub, but the other layer, is kind of too gritty, or maybe it's playing the wrong octave, maybe it's too low, I'm not sure, check it out. And the next thing I wanted to talk about, again about the bass. The overall bass is not warm enough, it's not covering it. You have the sub, that's okay, but I can see a big dip in here. So I think the mid bass needs to be replaced. That's the thing. If you have a better bass, your track is gonna sound much more warm. Currently the bass is not giving me enough power. I think the drop lead is very nice, but sometimes the brass steps are louder than the drop leads. So maybe just try to balance them, a little bit more volume to the drop leads, maybe some OTT, or maybe just lower the brass just a little bit. So try to balance it a bit more and make sure the lead is cutting through, because kind of lead, I'm thinking lead could be a little bit louder. And in the second drop, the vocals kind of disappearing. Maybe again more volume to the vocal. In this section, just give more volume to the vocals. Try to compress the vocals. And did you make the vocals with Suno AI? It sounds like AI, but I think it's cool. It fits perfectly. Yeah, that's all, bro. Other than that, I love the rest. Good track. Thanks for sending it over. Nice one. Jumping to the next track.
Take me, love me one more time, hold me, light me up tonight. I see designs, I see your pretty eyes, they shine like stars, they are our timber.
First of all, thanks for sending a big room track. I'm becoming very happy when I hear big room tracks in my streams. Even though I'm not producing big room anymore, even though big room is not the mainstream anymore, but I still like to enjoy the big room track. So thanks for this track. So starting from the ending, this is a very nice track, by the way. Very, very powerful drop. Very, very unique approach of a break section. You know, I can hear 2 or 3 different genres into one song. This is very nice. I like it. The thing is, in the ARP, in the trancy drop, in the second drop, you have some off keys. You know, I'm kind of hearing off keys in the da 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 da, the you know, the melody that goes up. Yeah, da na 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 na. When you play that, I'm hearing one off key. Check this out. I think, I don't know, it's not in the scale. This idea is good. This trance idea is good. Let's start with the beginning. So the chat says this lead needs more body, but I disagree. I think it already has a big body. You know, it's covering 1K, the 600 hertz. It's okay in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with the lead. Especially I like the first drop. I wouldn't criticize anything. This part is so unique. I like it. So the thing is, maybe the respace can have more warm. Currently it has the sub, but it doesn't have much more, you know, upper harmonics in here. Maybe you could have a little bit fatter respace, but that's not that much problem. Just an idea to make this section more full, because this section doesn't sound full enough in my opinion. And yeah, the vocals could be louder. Not louder, but like in the upper mid frequencies, there is not much vocal information. So again, with some analog EQ, you know, with some analog EQ like that, try to boost 4K, 8K, 3K, whatever you can boost in the upper mids, then you will see that the track is gonna sound so much fuller. The vocals are gonna cover much more space in the spectrum. Yeah, that's all my feedback, bro. Nice track, just little mixing issues in my opinion. You can easily fix them. Jumping to the Dreads music. Let's go to the England. What a journey, man. What's the genre of this? Like, I think it's hypnotic and also at the same time peak time. No, hypnotic and driving, right? Like, yeah, it's a good merge of I think several techno genres. First of all, I gotta say, the groove of the bass is amazing. You know, it's just making me dance. That's perfect. It's so groovy. Yes, it's dark techno, but at the same time, I think the hypnotic because of the leads, because of the synths, that loops, that groove, and it's at the same time driving techno, but it's definitely so dark. So yeah, I like it, man. The thing is, maybe that's personal preference, but maybe just because I listen it from the previous track, I feel like this track has too sub oriented. Maybe the low end is a little bit overkill, maybe just a little bit. But I'm not sure. It's best to get a reference track, listen side by side with the same volume, and then we could decide it. Honestly, from your previous track, this is a huge jump. I listened his track last week. Yeah, this one is, in my opinion, like a very professional sounding track. The mastering is nice, the mixing is good, everything sounds so full. The thing is, maybe the bass, kick and bass, maybe too loud. Maybe I will just give 1 or 2 dB less kick and bass at the same time and see if it's becoming better. And the next thing, in my opinion, you definitely need a top kick. The kick is not cutting through the mix time to time. You know, if you have a little bit, click here, top end on the kick, it can make a, hammer and the nail. It could just give a life to the drops. Yeah, I think other than that, I don't have much feedbacks because everything sounds glued. The synths are so interesting. I agree with Ariana. He says maybe more drum fills, synth fills to keep the things interesting. Yeah, you could do that. Maybe a little bit work on the details to at least make the transitions a little bit more smooth. But other than that, nothing to criticize, man. It sounds very nice. The spectrum also sounds very full. So yeah, I like it, man. I like it. Perfect track. Well done on this one. Just at the top kick. This is my best advice for this specific track. Other than that, everything is very nice. Congrats. Yeah, like the most unique track always come from you in the streams, bro. Again, very nice house track. I love how the track is dynamic. I asked, how did you make the break sections? Because like all the instruments sounds acoustic. They are all human playing. Yeah, the vocals are on point. All the percussion's nice. The guitars are nice. All the instruments. The atmosphere you created is amazing. The thing is, in my opinion, you are using too much reverb. Everything is so wet. Uh, for me, this is my personal preference. It would be. I wouldn't go with this much reverb. I would make it a little bit more dry, but maybe just because you're sampling from, the other tracks, maybe that's why you need to give reverb to glue them, right? I think that's the thing. Um, Yeah, I'm checking the chat by the way. Automate ahead and plug third other than really like the arrangement. Yeah, arrangement is good. I'm not familiar with this kind of house tracks, but it was on point in my opinion. The drop was so dynamic, that's why I like it. You know, the kick, I could hear it, the bass. It's like a real bass guitar. Yeah, man, like maybe the drop, like dum pam pam pa, the saxophone, the brass, horns, they can be a little bit louder. Currently, the kick is very on point, hitting hard, but make sure to volume up the rest of the elements. Then it's gonna be good. I think just because you have a little bit too much reverb, you couldn't make them louder in the track, but just lower the reverbs a little bit, give them more volume. It will give a clarity to the track. It's a real bass shot, yeah. But yeah, man, like everything sounds so acoustic. That's why it's perfect. It's so nice. I like it. Honestly, I don't have much or any technical feedbacks other than that. Also, the arrangement, I like it. So very nice track, man. Perfect. It's so unique. I think everyone could play this track in their sets. Very cool idea. Yeah, if you have updated version with less reverb, just post on Discord. I will check whenever I can. Yeah, I just wondered if my feedback is on point or not. Yeah, thanks, bro. Jumping to the next track.
Don't let me go.
Nice. Thanks for sending this track. First of all, I gotta say, I love the vibe. The vocal is so cool. It's just driving me into the track. The acids sound very nice. It's so this Phrygian melody. It's so dirty. It's like on point. It's giving the vibe with the vocal. It's a perfect match. I take some notes. So you say you are just starting the production couple months ago. So broad, like for a couple months producer, I think you're in a very nice point. I can see that there is no mastering in the track, so I'm not gonna judge the mastering. But for mixing decisions, for production decisions, I'm gonna talk about them. Most importantly, you need bigger hi-hats in the drop. So you see in this part you have hi-hats, drums and the kick. When you check with the span, check your low end first. You see it's the height of something like that. Make sure your drums approximately has the similar height when all of the drums are playing, not just one hi-hat. So you gotta do something like that. Just go to the loudest part of your drop, with all the drums you have, solo kick bass and the drums, and check it with span. And if your high end looks like that, you need to give more volume to your drums until they are kind of in the same height. If you do that, this track is gonna sound much more brighter and it's gonna have the tonal balance. It doesn't need to be equal. It can be just a little bit lower, but yeah, just try to give more volume to the drums. That's the first thing. The second thing, I take a note, maybe need a top kick, but maybe you don't need to do that. We gotta hear it after the mastering. I feel like it's not cutting through, but maybe that's not the case. So the second thing, the claps I think were too big, and the claps were fighting with the kick. You see, when the clap hits, the kick totally disappears. So try to lower the claps a little bit. Maybe if you have too much reverb on it, make it less reverb. Maybe the claps can be a little bit tighter. You can, get rid of the tail of them with ADSR settings. You can make the claps maybe a little bit smaller. So yeah, try to make them dance with the kick, not fight with the kick. That's very important. So in the build up, I would give more volume to the snares. Yes, just like that. Give a little bit more volume to the snares, then the build-up can sound so much bigger. Also, you can have a riser in the build-up. Currently, the build-up sounds not finished. What was other thing in my head? The vocals, maybe it can have just a little bit less reverby. Maybe it has too much reverb now. You can lower the reverb a little bit. And yeah, in the second drop, especially, I think you need more drums to have the bigger energy. This is the second drop. You can go with drop rights. You can put techno rights, 909 rights. You can have open hi-hats, top loops, or 16 hi-hat like hi-hats. So try to give it more drums so it can make the energy level so much bigger. We are still like in the end of the second drop, but we are still have just this regular hi-hat and just regular claps. So I would have more drums to make the energy so much bigger. It's a very promising track. I want to check it again if you work on it. So now you are a member of the Discord. You can post the track to the Discord as well, or send me for further feedbacks. I can check whenever I got time. Yeah, man, happy producing. It's gonna be good track, just work on it. And for the mastering, when you first start, if you don't know how to master, just put a limiter to the master. Okay, so it's like that. And just give a little bit more gain. You will hear them if it's over compressing, so just a little bit gain until the track sounds much more fuller. At the first, just do that, it will be enough. Just give some limiting. Yeah, the vibe is so cool. Jumping to the next track. got an awesome idea for the track. By the way, the track is so loud, man. How did you make it so loud? Yeah, like we have insane mastering in here. You make it extremely loud without distorting it. Congrats. Even in the SoundCloud, it's so crisp, it's so big. The first thing, I think the drop leads are a little bit too much volume. I will just lower it 1 or 2 dB because it's kind of overtaking everything. That's my personal preference. It's good, but yeah, I would make it less loud. The break was kind of too empty. Maybe some vocals, something to keep the things going on. Yeah, I would have a vocal in just in the 2 minutes. I would do that. The leads are too loud. The pre-drop needs vocal. This gap, why don't you just put even your voice and say berserk? And the drop comes, you know, it would be crazy. Because when you start with high-cutted kick bass and knee kick bass, it's like I was going crazy, you know, I wasn't expecting that. It's amazing second drop. The thing is, I will start the drop like that, you know, I will say berserk. And the drop comes with this knee kick bass. And then I will just have one hit of lead, dance, and it doesn't play the melody. It keeps going, you know, 8 bar, just with the kick bass. Just give me some time to get used to the new kick bass and the new idea. And then after 8 bars, you can do whatever you want. But in the start, you can just have one hit of the leads and don't play the melody at all. I would do that, man. It's crazy. And also give more volume to the 303. And that's it. The track is done if you do that. Congrats, bro. Very nice track. I want to hear when you release this. Because the second drop so unexpected. I love it. Nice track. By the way, this year, 99% I'm going to be in ADA to the Amsterdam. I'm going to do my best. I'm traveling a lot this year. So in August, so in 2 days, I'm going to the sea holiday in Turkey. And then when I come back, in the middle of the August, I'm going to go to the Switzerland, to the Zurich. And I'm going to stay there. And then, yeah, we will see, man. We will see. I want to do that. But yeah, I need to handle the things financially most importantly financially. And also I needed to renew my visa. I'm working on it now. My Schengen visa is going to be finished by the time. So just before ADA, it's finishing. So I need to renew it. We will see, man. I'm most likely gonna be in Amsterdam.
Technology has blurred the lines between the physical and digital realms. Escaping reality is no longer a mere daydream, but a sophisticated experience crafted by the marvels of futuristic advancements. Here's how one can transcend the mundane and step into a world of limitless possibilities. technology has blurred the lines between the physical and digital realms. Escaping reality is no longer a mere daydream, but a sophisticated experience crafted by the marvels of futuristic advancements.
Dude, very cool idea. It's a nice, main stage driving techno track. It's kind of my style. I love it. This kind of music. It's well produced. However, several things to mention. First of all, the synths and the acid shots in the track, the sounds you're using, kind of too thin to me. For example, the stab in here. This one. It sounds so thin. Maybe you have too much low cuts. If not, just try to use this rare EQ that I was mentioning. Just with these settings, it can make the sound much more fuller, much more, fatter in terms of its body. The next thing, break arp. It's starting to become too harsh. It's like has too much peaks in the top end, which makes it a little bit harsh to the ear. What you can do is just lower it with EQ, or you can use Suit, or if you don't have Suit, I'm talking about Suit 2 or Gullfoss style plugins. If you don't have, as I remember in the patcher, no, it's not stock, but I think Frank Paul made it, right? Frank Paul. Let's check. Frank Paul patcher Suit 2. He has a clone of that, as I remember. I couldn't find it. Frank Paul patches. Yeah, he has a Suit clone. Yeah, this one. Just check this patch. It's gonna just tame the harsh upper frequencies, and it's gonna make it so much pleasant. Yeah, I think that's the solution to the break section. If you have Gullfoss, perfect, man. Then just try to apply it to the high frequencies on the break lead. The filter in the end of the break was so good. And it's a surprising thing, it's good, but the filtering effect was too loud, so maybe you can have a volume automation to lower it. Yeah, just this was a little bit too harsh, I don't know why. Maybe at the same time just have a volume automation to make it more pleasant. And also I feel like second drop was a little bit too wet in terms of all the synths. All of them has too much reverb. Maybe you could have a little bit tighter second drop. Another thing, you can just tweak the reverbs and fix this problem. I think that's easy to fix. Bro, other thing, just check the span and you have 24 hertz. Why? Why you have this much frequency that no one's gonna hear? So I think you gotta tame your bass, tame your kick, whatever is creating this unwanted rumble, you gotta get rid of it. It's too low, it's just occupying your headroom, and because of this, your low end is not sounding tight enough. So for me, the advice would be like that. Don't have a low cut. It's just messing with the kick and bass. It's not sounding good. It has tons of artifacts, but instead has a low shelf, and just get rid of it like that. Just get rid of the unwanted lows. You know, maybe from 25 hertz, maybe something like that. That would be very transparent, and you will get rid of the rumble. You know, I can do that. I can put the EQ here. We won't hear it, but we will see it in the span. You see now it's more clean. Yeah. That's it, bro. It's a promising track. I like the ideas. The melodies, everything is on point. Just these mixing issues. Once you fix that, the track is release ready already. Thanks for sending this, bro. Nice one. Jumping to the next track. Whoa, man, like, it's a different style that we used to hear. In my opinion, the drops are nice. The idea-wise, drops are very good. The break was a little bit empty, so I would have some top loop when the vocal comes in the first minute. And also the vocals, the ARP in the background, they all sound so thin to me. Try to mix it bigger. Other than that, the break was kind of too empty. No ear candies, no drums, just the melody, respace, and the vocals. I think it's not enough because the sounds are not fat enough too. The sounds needs to be bigger, so less elements could work. But currently, you don't have big sounds. That's why you can support them with ear candies, the sweep sounds, maybe some top loops, such stuff like that. And other than that, the second drop, I love it. But when I check it with span, I think you got too much 200 hertz. I think the bass is kind of overtaking the kick and the sub. So try to have a little bit bigger sub, in my opinion. And I think the track is done, bro. You gotta a little bit tweak stuff, polish them. The idea is there, but the production, the mixing is not there yet. So yeah, try to work on these little details. That will be my feedback to you. I think that will be it. Jumping to the next track. I will be here for 20 more minutes probably. Let's see how much tracks we can listen. Actually, a very promising track. The track is clipping. I think you don't have a limiter on the master. So make sure to have a limiter because I see like the track hits +3 sometimes, +4. It was distorting all the time. Yeah, that's the first thing to fix. And the second thing, I think the kick was extremely too loud. It was very loud compared to the rest. And the bass was too silent. You know, just check the span. This frequency we see is the kick. And when the kick is missing, the heel is instantly going down. So I think you have too much gap between your kick and your sub and your bass. So try to balance them, bro. In the second octave, you can have a little bit more frequencies on the bass. Probably when you lower the kick and volume up the bass, they will be in a good balance. But currently, they are out of balance. That's the fix. In the break section, you have the ambient, you know, kind of vocals. Just volume them up. I think it would be so good. It's a nice sound, but it's too pushed back to the mix. Also, the ARP is kind of too repetitive, but at the same time it's too silent. I will give it more volume, or maybe in the break section you can just have a different sound, because in the second drop I think you have the same sound, right? Yeah, the same sound. Maybe in the break you can have the same melody but with a different sound, and that can have automating, you know. It can create some difference in the track. Currently it's kind of a little bit too repetitive in my opinion. The second drop leads can, yeah, this is the ARP. Anyway, it can be more loud. Yeah, that's the things, man. It's a promising track again, but yeah, just start with putting a limiter to the master and then try to fix these issues. Lower the kick, volume up the bass. Most of the problems is gonna be solved in the track. Thanks for sending this track, bro. Nice one. Jumping to the Go Wild.
The sting of death is sin, and the power of sin is the law. May the Lord direct your hearts into God's love and Christ's perseverance. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Set your minds on things above, not on earthly things. The lips of the righteous know what finds favor, but the mouth of the wicked only what is perverse. And so I tell you, every kind of sin and slander can be forgiven, but blasphemy against the Spirit will not be forgiven. Direct my footsteps according to your word, let no sin rule over me. I say to the Lord, you are my Lord, apart from you I have no good thing.
First of all, very unique idea again. It's not the big rooms that we used to hear. So thanks for, trying to out of the box. I love it. It's interesting. It's good to listen. Dude, first of all, your mix down is more work. Honestly, if you can mix these tracks better, your tracks is gonna go to the next level. But yeah, this is why you are learning. That's the thing, man. Yes, your vocals, but at the same time, in the intro, the vocals are kind of speaking, telling me too much stuff, and too fast. Maybe you can simplify your vocals. Try to reach this in an artistic perspective. Maybe you can say just two different words or two different sentences to me, and I can just get the point of it. But when you give me a full lyrics at the same time, like a rap vocal, I just miss it, because the vocals are speaking too fast, and at the same time in the background you are introducing me a melody, so my brain is having struggle which one to follow. So try to simplify the vocals, try to simplify the melodies at that point when there's vocals. So then I will be able to get the message more easily. That's the thing. It's not an easy thing because you gotta write a poem, a perfect lyrics to give the message with, instead of giving me 10 different sentences, you gotta give me it with one sentence. It's not easy, but this is what you should work. Other than that, I feel like the synths, especially in the climax, are too harsh in the high frequencies. Maybe you are using too much layers. I don't know. Maybe you have too much white noise on the top. Maybe you have too much, reverb. Yeah, maybe too much layers. I don't know the problem, but they are sounding too harsh currently. Chat says, maybe get rid of the sidechain, the kickstart in the break when there's no kick. Yes, I agree with it. So you can have more energy without sidechains. That's the thing. And in the drop, when you're changing the notes of the kick is, losing all of the power because if you change the kick, the pitch of the kick completely, the kick doesn't sound fat enough. You see, in the other note, the kick completely vanish its energy. So you won't gonna hear it because my FL Studio not connected to the stream. But just gonna show you some tips. So let's say you have a big room kick like that. Instead of changing the pitch of it, you see how the transients are and the punch is affecting the changing of the pitch. Instead doing that, just divide the kick like that. So you don't touch the first part. And second part, this is what important, the tail's key is important. So make the tail unique. And then, for example, just change the pitch of this. Then you will have so much cleaner kick. And try to go stretch. I think it's better for the kicks. How did I broke this? E3 mono, not good. Stretch is good. And then you just need to, fade in, fade out, and do like that. That's the half pitch the kicks. Then the first part of the kick is not gonna affected by the pitch change, and it still sounds so powerful. Yeah, I will do that. Nice question, man. If you were a pizza topping, what pizza topping? Pizza topping is the substance to make the pizza, right? I will be no one asked me that. Okay, I will be, I like margarita pizza. I just have a pizza with just cheese. So I will go the cheese of it, the cheese part. Or maybe I can be the olives, yeah. I can be the olives, the green olives. Yeah, I will be enjoying my life with being an olive on the pizza top. Have no idea. Would you be just because you keep the producing community together? If I'm doing that, I will be so grateful and so happy, man. 4 cheese bank, yes, 4 cheese. Okay, jumping to the Caius track now.
You don't have to pretend it. I know it gets hard. Looking around, you start to think, maybe this isn't what I wanted. But you have to keep going, keep moving on. And don't you ever look back. The world is full of light, ignorance and greed. But right here in the dance floor, rhythm's all you need. You don't have to pretend, baby. I know it gets hard. Looking around, you start to think, maybe this isn't what I want. But you have to keep going, keep moving on. And don't you ever look back. We've all got our own ways, our own methods. The things that keep us going, keep us breathing. The world is full of fight, ignorance and greed. But right here on the dance floor, the rhythm's all you need. Rhythm's all you need.
Bro, very nice track, nice energy. Couple mixing feedback I have. Other than that, I don't have anything to add to the production. I think it's already on point. Nice idea, nice arrangement. I would have a little bit more volume to the vocals. Other than that, the main thing in my opinion, the drop bass is kick and bass is perfect in the sub. It's very nice, but it's not warmth enough. It's not gritty enough. Yeah, the rolling bass, I think you can have it a little bit more dirtier. I don't know, this, I hear tick 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 tick. Yes, that's it, okay. But you see the sub is too much, but in after that till 200 Hz, you could have a little bit more presence on the bass. I think the low end has a kind of gap, you know, from the sub and the bass. So the bass could be a little bit more bigger, more dirtier. Maybe that's about the kick. I don't know the hard techno kicks. But the ambience was nice. Other than that, I was thinking about the second drop lead. Maybe it can be louder as well. Because all the low end and everything is so huge, the droplet sounds a little bit so thin in my opinion. Yeah, it's going crazy, but it can be more loud, maybe more wide. It's just on the mixing and polishing the sound. I think that's it, bro. Yeah, not much feedback other than that. I think the track is almost release ready. It's so close. So I will just work a little bit on the bass and try to feel the 150 to 200 a little bit more. And I will work on the droplet to make it a little bit in your face. And that's it, man. It's already releasable. Even now. Thanks for sending this one, man. I like it. Welcome, Runemo, Loudwave. Welcome, brothers. Ori James voice.
Techno, trance, electro, acid rave. Techno, trance, electro, acid rave. Techno, trance, electro, acid rave. Techno, trance, electro, acid rave.
Techno, trance, electro, acid rave. Techno, trance, electro, acid rave.
Techno, trance, electro, acid rave. Techno, trance, electro, acid rave. Techno, trance, electro, acid rave. Techno, trance, electro, acid rave. Trance, electro, acid rave. Techno, trance, electro, acid rave. Techno, trance, electro, acid rave.
Electro, acid rave.
Techno, trance, electro, acid rave. Techno, trance, electro, acid rave.
Bro, yeah, so much Oli James style, Oli James rave room inspired track. The track is promising in my opinion. It has a potential. The kick, I couldn't hear any kick in the track. I hear the top kick, I hear the bass, but there's no real kick. Just give tons of volume to your main kick. Did you use layers, or I don't know if that's just the kick. I don't know how the kick doesn't have any punch or any sub. The bass was okay, I think, but the kick was missing in the track. Break was empty, so you don't need to have an empty bar transition. Just thanks, bro. Thanks for nice comments. After the drop, just jump to the break. You don't need to have a gap.
Acid rave.
You don't need this gap. Just start with the break already.
Techno, trance.
Maybe this ARP could a little bit interesting. It's too predictable. Try to change some notes. Try to write a little bit better ARP, with some top melody with the ARP inside of the same ARP MIDI. So change some notes, make it more catchy, make it, I don't know, make it more memorable, I think.
Trance.
Second drop could work, but we gotta hear it with the kick. I cannot predict it how it's gonna be, but the drop lead is very nice, very promising, very fresh. Yeah, man, that would be my feedback for you. Thanks for sending this track. Jumping to this one, I think this is an Hindi track.
नैन बंजारों में मुश्किलें आ बैठी हैं इश्क बेचैनी की ये तलब ला बैठी है ऐसे ना यूं देखो देखो जानो ऐसे ना यूं देखो जानो हो ना जाए हम भी तेरे जानो ऐसे ना यूं देखो जानो
Actually, the vibe is nice, like a cool summer track. But yeah, Yellow is right. The kick doesn't have enough power. You know, the kick is not hits as hard as it should be. I could only the click of it, but yeah, I don't like the punch of the kick. Also, the bass, it doesn't feel the second octave. The sub was good, but there was a huge gap in the bass. So I would just give a little bit more volume with EQ to the like 100 and 200 hertz area just in here, and then you know it could be so much glued, it could sound so much warm. But currently the low end needs power because the whole track is like kick, bass, and the vocals, right? So yeah, that's why you just need to work more on the basses. I think that's it, man. Other than that, the cowbell, just check it out. Maybe it's off key. I'm not sure. When it first hit, I thought it's a little bit weird in the key, but then I get used to it, so I just check the key of the cowbell. Yeah, other than that, it's a nice remix, bro. Nice one. Jumping to the next track. This is too silent. I think there is no mastering on it. Yeah, bro, you asked the feedback. I think for the feedback, for the second drop, you can just go with the acid and go crazy with other synths, you know. You can have synth shots and secondary synth with the acid. I think that could work in the second drop. I feel like the track needs some mid frequencies. I think it's lacking. And also the bass is not loud enough. You need more bass. The kick is very big, but the bass is too small. And again, you should do something like that when you render your track. If you don't know how to master the track, just have a limiter on the master as the last thing. Just the default FL limiter and give a little bit gain like that until it's loud enough. You know, it's a very simple thing to do. It's not a real mastering, but at least you can render the track with higher volumes and you will be able to hear much more details about the track. Other than that, I think this acid, as Loudwave says, too dry. It needs to have processing, you know, the delay, reverb. And other than that, you need more saturation, you know, color the acid. It sounds too dry. Yeah, give it some character. And in the second drop, again, you can use the same acid. Oxford inflator works perfectly. If you don't have Oxford inflator, I have a magic patch. It's called Magic. You know, you can find it in my channel. It's kind of same, just a wave shaping. It's gonna make the acid more fat. You can try that. For the second drop, just got a secondary lead and go with the acid, bro. I think it should work. Welcome, Chef. Welcome, bro. Gökhan, I know Turkish. Türkçe biliyorum, bro. Let me get rid of this master. Yeah, first time mastering with OBS. It works. It worked. Let's do it like that.
Fly away with me tonight. Hold my wings so tightly. We're so near to paradise. Can you stay beside me? Fly away with me tonight. Hold my wings so tightly. We're so near to paradise. Can you stay beside me? Fly away with us.
So bro, honestly the track start very nice, very promising. When the vocal came, I was like, oh, the vocal is off key. So vocal is not in the same key with your track. Try to pitch your vocal, find the correct pitch. Then vocal is gonna be good, but make sure to lower the volume of the vocal, give it more delay reverb, make it fit to the track. Now it's kind of out of the mix. The second thing, the kick is too bassy, too boomy, too low. It needs a top kick to cut through. The track, arrangement-wise, the track is always going on going. There's no break, there's no silence, there's no gap. You always have something in the track, so you should arrange it differently. Because currently, if you have a 4 minute of drop, if you have a drop all the time, it's not gonna sound like a drop. So you need a silent part, you need a harder part. So yeah, you just need to check other tracks, similar tracks, arrangement, and try to copy that. You need a break in the track. Other than that, when I check with span, the high frequencies are okay, but the mids are totally empty. So try to fill those frequencies with whatever you have. Try to boost those frequencies with EQ, or maybe, you know, yeah, add something. Maybe your bass, just boost the bass upper frequencies that can cover this frequency. Currently there's no mids in the track, and also add a top kick. It's gonna change the whole vibe of the track. So yeah, my Turkish brothers talking about where am I from. I'm from Ankara, in the capital for now. Yeah, I'm gonna go to a vacation, but I'm gonna go back in 10 days, I think. Listening to Hypher's track. What was that, bro? What was that? Nice one. I like it. I really enjoyed the track. The first thing, maybe lower the kick and bass a little bit or volume up the leads. I think leads could be louder. The kick bass was too loud. So compared to that, the lead wasn't loud enough in here. I was expecting bigger and wider leads. So just give a little bit more volume to the leads. And also, why don't you have a break in this track? So you have drop, drop, and then a post drop with just like a drop with the vocals. Just in here, have a break, you know, maybe 8 bars. Just lower the track, give me some ARP, give me vocals, and then jump to the build up. It would be so cool, bro. Just that. Yeah, when you don't have a break, my ears just searching for a variation in the second drop, but second drop is same as the first drop. So if you're gonna just do it like that, you need a totally different approach for a second drop. But if not, just have a break in before the build up, and then let us forget the drop a little bit, and then this drop could work, but still try to add a little bit more variation. Isn't that the presets he might be using for the leads? Maybe that's the presets, but he needs to just EQ them, volume up them, process them to make it bigger. Bro, I think you can use the same vocal. You know, get rid of the vocal in the first 4 bars. You know, have an ARP or something like that. And then take the same vocal again. Because this is already a very short track, like in 2 minutes, you know. If you add a break, it's gonna add just 30 seconds. It's okay to have once more the same vocal. I think that's okay. Because 2 drops are too sudden currently. Just that. Just that, bro. Nice one. Like always, your track says perfect energy. This one, I think if you add a break, if you can make it, and if you can add a little bit variation in the second drop, again you will sign it with good labels. I know that, bro. Yeah. Jumping to the next one. Yo, bro. First of all, I gotta say I love the emotions and happy vibe and hopeful vibe of the track. So you say this is your second track and you're producing like almost 2 months. That's perfect, man. Yeah, it's better than my 2 months of producing as well. I'm not gonna judge with the mixing issues or the production decisions. No, I'm not gonna talk with them. My advice is gonna be just watch as much as tutorials and try to apply this on your productions. Try to practice every day. You have a talented brain, in my opinion, because in short duration of time you've been able to produce a full track. That's perfect. So keep practicing on this topic. Just little things. The claps were too loud. Your kick was kind of too small and too silent. It was vanishing in the track. Try to volume up it. Maybe you can have a top kick. You can, have a little bit click on the kick. And other than that, just when you mix, not produce, sorry, when you mix your tracks, span is your best friend. And when you check this graphics tells much stuff about the balances of your mix. Currently the lows, which is the kick and the bass, is very silent compared to the rest of the elements. You see the mid frequencies, which has your leads, your melodies, your arps, are more than your kick and bass. The high frequencies also, taking over. Don't forget, in electronic music, the kick and bass is the king of the mixdown. So always have more volume for them. So you can start by volume up your kick a little bit and try to balance your kick around that. That's my only advice, bro. Keep practicing. I think you will get in a very, very, professional level if you practice, because this is 2 months and already we have a full track, I wasn't like that. Thanks for sending this track. Jumping to the next one. I hope this is loud enough.
Take it from the start. Say words on your heart. Ooh. Listen
yeah, I agree with Yellow. The BPM needs to be faster, right? Like, because of the hard style, the slow BPM doesn't give me enough energy. Yeah, it's too slow. Also, the leads of the track, I think it's also thin, right? Like, it doesn't cover any of the mid frequencies. We have only upper high frequencies. It was presence, yes, but it doesn't it doesn't have enough body. And also the bass, I was expecting more bigger bass in the 100 to 200 hertz. So it's close. It's a nice track. It's almost there, but you should fasten the track. It will just change the everything. And most importantly, you gotta give a little bit more volume to the, I mean, the mid frequencies. Just EQ it, EQ the leads a little bit bigger. I think that's it, bro. Character of the kick is good. It needs to be more powerful. Yes, I agree, man. 100 to 200 hertz empty with this kick and bass. I don't know which one. It could be bigger. So yeah, guys, we almost in the stream more than 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours now. We are so close to the 3 hours. So I'm gonna leave this stream now. Wednesday, I'm gonna have a release in House District Records with Losik, my brother. We have a big room track this time coming, like a rave room, big room kind of track coming out. So this Wednesday, it's the release day, and I'm going to a vacation for like 10 days. I won't be available in the PC, but for the next week, I already shoot a cool tutorial, so the channel is gonna keep posting the content. No worries about this. Yeah, bro, Yellow. Hope we can collab, bro. We should do it again. We should do it. We should make some sick techno track. Yeah. So which plugin? The vocal plugin, Hozak. Are you talking about the vocal plugin? It's already there, bro. Check the channel. My last video. Yeah, it's already in the channel as free download. Thanks, guys. So I will be on the Discord. So if you wanna chat with me, just write on the Discord. I will be checking in daily. No worries. Yeah, guys. So have a nice day, everyone. Thanks for today being with me. You guys are the best. See you next month, okay?